Completing the squares homework numbers 1 through 10. Let's go to work. All right, we've been talking about completing the square. This means we're looking for a perfect square trinomial. The first step is we leave ourselves a space. Okay, I know this said solve each equation by completing the square, and although I do want to complete the square, I end up wanting my vertex. We said that before you left. I don't want the solutions, I want the vertex. All right, so what am I going to add and subtract here? Well, I got to figure that out by using my middle term. So I got -8 divided by 2, which is -4, and then I have to square that, so 16. So I'm going to add 16 and subtract 16. Now that makes this a perfect square trinomial, which factored is n minus 4 quantity squared. And then combine my two constants on the outside, -1 equals 0. Now I'm not getting into, and I said this yesterday, not getting into the solutions right now. We'll worry about those later. I just want the vertex, and the vertex then would be 4, -1. Number 2, x squared plus 10x, leaving a space, minus 75 equals 0. Well, 10 divided by 2 is 5. 5 squared is 25. So I'm going to add 25, subtract 25. This is a perfect square trinomial. X plus 5, quantity squared, minus 100. And so -5, 100 is my vertex. Number 3, n squared minus 14n, leave a space, plus 33 equals 0. 14 divided by 2 is 7. 7 squared is 49. So plus 49 minus 49. Perfect square trinomial. N minus 7. Quantity squared. Combine my like terms. -16. And that equals 0. So my vertex is 7. -16. Number 4. M squared minus 14m space plus 48 equals 0. Again, 14 divided by 2 is 7. 7 squared is 49. So plus 49 minus 49. There's my perfect square trinomial, which is m minus 7. Quantity squared minus 1. Vertex 7, -1. Number 6, x squared plus 12x space plus 27 equals 0. 12 divided by 2 is 6. 6 squared is 36 plus 36 minus 36. There's my perfect square trinomial. Factored is x plus 6 quantity squared minus 9. And that equals 0. My vertex then is -6, -9. N squared plus 18n space plus 80 equals 0. 18 divided by 2 is 9. 9 squared is 81. So plus 81 minus 81. That's a perfect square trinomial. N plus 9. Quantity squared minus 1. Vertex -9, -1. Number 7. V squared plus 14v space minus 72 equals 0. 14 divided by 2 is 7. 7 squared is 49. So plus 49 minus 49. There's my perfect square. V plus 7. Quantity squared minus, that's a big number there now. 81, 121 equals 0. So my vertex is -7, -121. Rocking and rolling here. A squared minus 18a space plus 80 equals 0. 18 divided by 2 is 9. 9 squared is plus 81 minus 81. There's my perfect square. Trinomial. A minus 9. Quantity squared minus 1. Vertex 9, negative 1. Two more. Number 9. X squared minus 4x space minus 12 equals 0. Negative 4 divided by 2 is 2. 2 squared is 4. So plus 4 minus 4. There's the perfect square trinomial. X minus 2. Quantity squared minus 16. So my vertex is 2, negative 16. Last one. A squared minus 2a space minus 8 equals 0. 2 divided by 2 is 1. 1 squared is 1. So plus 1 minus 1. There's my perfect square. A minus 1. Quantity squared minus 9. Vertex 1, negative 9. Sound like fun? Sounds like fun. I'm going to show you one more thing on this last one just to see who's paying attention. See, this on all these I've done so far is been finding the vertex. And I just said the vertex is 1, negative 9. But what if I wanted the solutions, you know, the roots where it crosses? Well, I could then do this. Let's add 9 to both sides. So I now have a minus 1 squared equals 9. I'm solving for a. Take the square root. Take the square root. So a minus 1 equals square root of 9 is plus or minus 3. We'll get into that plus or minus stuff later. Now add 1, add 1. So a equals plus or minus 3 plus 1. What does that mean? Well, that means a positive 3 plus 1, which is 4, or a negative 3 plus 1, which is a negative 2. So in other words, my solutions are negative 2 and 4. Those are my solutions. So if I were to graph this thing, 7, 8, 9. My vertex is at 1, negative 9, and it crosses at 4, negative 2. Looks something like that. So there's a little extra for you. This is the stuff that I wouldn't use vertex form to find my solutions. That's just me. I would use factored form because that's what it finds for me. But it can be used, and there's an example of that. But we're not going there for now. Anyhow, hope you enjoyed. Have a great day.